There is a hidden place within you, a quiet sanctuary where all things are made and remade. It is not out there in the noise of action or the clamor of seeking. It is within, at the still center of your awareness, where all reality is conceived. It is here, in the inner chambers of thought and feeling, that the world bends to your desire, not through force or striving, but through stillness, assumption, and knowing. If you have ever longed to be someone's undeniable priority, to be so deeply desired that their world orbits around your presence, then you must first know that you already are, if only you would believe it and feel it as true. The desire is not born in vain. It is a seed from your deeper self calling you back to the truth that you are the center of your creation, and that they can only want you once you've dared to know they already do. Telepathy is not some strange or magical power. It is the eternal conversation always taking place between your imagined self and the world you seem to inhabit. Every moment you are broadcasting. Every moment you are receiving. And what you send from your inner world returns as experience in the outer. If you feel neglected, unwanted, or forgotten, it is only because you are unconsciously allowing those inner whispers of unworthiness to shape your reflection. But the beautiful truth is this: the moment you change the dialogue within, the outer must rearrange itself. You do not beg to be wanted, you assume it. You do not plead to be chosen, you embody the chosen one. Sit quietly, withdraw from the outer senses just for a moment. Feel the silence grow heavy around you, like a thick velvet curtain falling between you and the noise of the world. Breathe deeply, not to calm yourself, but to draw power back into your being. And now, see them. See the one you long for, not from a place of need or fear, but from a place of knowing. You are not calling them to you as if you lack them. You are summoning the truth of who you are, the one they have always wanted. See them looking at you with eyes full of recognition. Hear them in your mind saying the words that make your whole being light up. I can't stop thinking about you. I don't know what it is. You're always on my mind. I've never felt this drawn to anyone. It's like you live in me. Feel this as if it were already happening, not like a hope or a future possibility, but as the only truth that matters. This is not a trick to manipulate them. This is the restoration of harmony between your inner world and the outer reflection. You were never supposed to wait around hoping to be noticed. You were meant to command the very fabric of consciousness itself. In this telepathic conversation, there are no barriers. Their conscious mind does not need to hear your words, because consciousness is one. What you deeply feel within them, they begin to feel within themselves. And what a gift it is to plant the seeds of love, desire, and longing in the fertile soil of their imagination without uttering a word aloud. You are not separate from them. You have never been. You are both threads in the same divine tapestry, and your awareness of this fact is what gives you access to the secret art of inner communion. Every time you close your eyes and imagine them craving your presence, aching for your voice, needing to know you are near, you are rewriting the script. You are whispering into their soul, not with sound, but with feeling. And feeling is the secret. So imagine again. This time make it deeper. See the light in their eyes as they speak about you to someone else. I don't know why, but I can't shake this feeling. It's like they're with me even when they're not. I keep checking my phone, waiting for their name to appear. They're on my mind all the time. It's driving me crazy in the best way. Let this inner scene become so vivid, so emotionally charged, that your body responds. Let your heart race. Let a smile curl on your lips, not because it might happen, but because it is happening. This is the law. What you accept as real within must manifest without. You do not need their permission. You do not need them to believe in this. You only need to believe in the power of your own assumption. They will come, not as if hypnotized, not as if against their will, but as if it were their idea all along. Because in truth it is. You planted the thought, and they will harvest it in their own awareness. You imagine the conversation, and now they find themselves having it in their own minds. You assume they want only you, and now they cannot imagine a life without your presence. Do not waver. Do not let the senses deceive you with appearances. Do not let the silence of a phone screen convince you that nothing is happening. The most powerful changes are made in silence, in darkness, in stillness. The seed does not sprout the moment it is planted, but oh, how it grows beneath the surface, until suddenly it bursts forth, undeniable and vibrant. Your telepathic conversation is alive. Your words, felt with conviction, are echoing through the halls of their awareness. They feel it in ways they cannot explain. They wake up thinking about you. They feel pulled toward you like gravity itself has shifted. And the more you return to this inner dialogue, the more magnetic you become. Now let us go deeper still. Let us assume the end. Not just the chase, not just their desire, but the life you would live if they had already made you their priority. What would change? How would you walk? What would you expect each morning? What words would you casually say to yourself, knowing without doubt that you are the one? Live from that version of yourself. Do not reach for the future. Bring the future into the present by feeling it real now. There is no other way. No amount of waiting, hoping, or forcing can ever replace the simplicity of assumption. You are not here to chase. You are not here to be chosen. You are here to realize that you are the chooser. You are the consciousness that decides what is true and watches the world conform. You are the voice in their heart calling them home. When you send out this frequency, you are drawn to me. You are drawn to me. I am your one desire. You are revealing what was buried under doubt and fear. You are clearing the mirror so it can reflect your true self back to you. And it will, it must. The law is perfect. It does not judge. It does not question. It only reflects. So give it something divine to reflect. Give it certainty. Give it love. Give it the scene of being wanted so powerfully that they rearrange their world just to be closer to you. And each time doubt creeps in, each time the outer seems to contradict your inner knowing, smile. Smile, because that is the moment of testing, the moment of creation, the moment where your persistence proves your power. And hold the feeling. Stay in the conversation. Keep the flame burning in your heart. They are thinking about you right now. They are feeling you. They are realizing that no one else compares. The more real you make it within, the more undeniable it becomes without. And soon, very soon, they will say the very words you've heard in your inner ear. They will act from the very desires you've imagined for them. They will look at you, and you will see it in their eyes. I don't know how, but I've fallen for you. You're all I want. You won't be surprised. You'll smile again, not from shock, but from recognition, because you've lived it already. You've rehearsed this moment not in desperation, but in confident love. You made the inner world your home, and now the outer has come knocking on your door. Not because you waited for it, but because you dared to know it was already done. And now that the world is beginning to catch up with what you have long known within, you do not chase confirmation, you do not seek validation. You live in the effortless flow of certainty, where desire and fulfillment are no longer separated by time or doubt. You understand that the telepathic conversation was never about convincing them to want you. It was about aligning with the truth that they already do. You simply tune yourself to that frequency, like a musician tuning their instrument. And now the music of desire plays through every interaction, every glance, every word they say. When you enter this inner state consistently, you become irresistible, not because of what you do, but because of what you are. You radiate something intangible yet undeniable, the energy of someone who knows they are wanted, chosen, prioritized. It's not arrogance. It's truth felt so deeply that others feel it too. They can't explain it, but they feel safe around you, drawn to you, obsessed with your presence, because you've woven them into your world so intimately that their mind begins to echo your thoughts as if they were their own. This is the invisible architecture of manifestation. Consciousness impressing upon consciousness, thought becoming form, feeling shaping reality. Every time you close your eyes and imagine them calling you, texting you, saying your name with reverence and need, you are not fantasizing, you are building the structure that will soon become your experience. This is how you cause reality to conform, not by effort, but by inner certainty. Stronger the emotion, the clearer the impression. So let yourself feel it all. The passion, the joy, the peace of being wanted by the one who matters most. Let them pursue you in your mind until it becomes so natural, so obvious, that anything less in the outer world feels absurd. Let them confess their feelings, rearrange their life, crave your attention, make plans to be near you, all in the realm of imagination. Because imagination is not unreal, it is the origin of all reality. Every moment you spend there is a moment spent in the divine act of creation. And in this sacred space, there is no rejection, there is no distance, there is no absence. There is only presence. And in this presence, they want you desperately, wholly, endlessly, not because you forced it, not because you begged for it, but because you finally stopped resisting your own worth. You stopped telling the story of being second best, overlooked, or forgotten. You chose to embody the truth. I am the one they dream of. I am the one they wait for. I am the one they want, and only me. Speak this in the silence of your heart. Whisper it as you drift to sleep. Let it be the lullaby that carries you through the night. And as you wake, let it be the first thought that anchors you in truth. This is your new identity. Not someone hoping to be seen, but someone whose light cannot be ignored. Not someone chasing love, but someone whose love is magnetic. Let them see your name and feel their heart quicken. Let them hear your voice in the quiet and feel a wave of emotion wash over them. Let them sit in silence and suddenly feel the urge to reach out, to find you, to connect with you. They won't know why at first, but you will. Because you planted that desire, you nourished it with faith, and now it blooms into reality. You are the gardener of this love. You are the source of this attraction. And the more you believe it, the stronger it becomes. This telepathic conversation is not limited by time or space. It transcends logic, it bypasses resistance, and it reaches straight into the core of their being. Your assumption of being their priority is like a beacon, bright, unwavering, and undeniable. It pulls them in even as they try to make sense of their own feelings. They will question why they think of you so often, why every distraction leads back to you, why even in the presence of others it is you they crave. You do not need to explain, you do not need to interfere. Let the process unfold with quiet confidence. Let your inner world do the heavy lifting. As you move through your day, hold to the feeling of being loved, admired, and desired. Move as though they've already told you everything you've imagined. Smile as though you just read a message from them declaring their longing. Feel the joy of being their top priority, and you will be. You see, the outer world is always eavesdropping on your inner state. It listens, it watches, and it mirrors. When you fill your mind with scenes of mutual adoration, when you feel the emotional reality of being their everything, the world says yes. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't bargain. It simply reflects. And what a glorious thing it is to know that you are not at the mercy of fate or circumstance. You are the cause. So if today your phone is silent, your inbox empty, your plans unchanged, do not let that dishearten you. Do not misread the lull as absence. It is the calm before the arrival. It is the breath before the breakthrough. Keep your gaze inward. Keep your heart full. Keep your imagination lit with the fire of knowing. They are on their way, not as strangers, not as people you must convince, but as lovers who feel the same magnetic pull you've been feeding with each inner word, each silent moment of communion. And when they come, and they will, you will greet them not with surprise, but with recognition. There you are, you will think. I've been expecting you. Because you've seen it 100 times before. You've walked the halls of this relationship in your inner world until it became familiar. You've kissed them 1,000 times in imagination. You've felt the weight of their arms, the sound of their laugh, the warmth of their gaze, and now it's here. Not conjured, not attracted, but assumed. They only want you. Say it again. They only want me. I am their priority. Their desire for me grows with every breath. They crave my presence. They seek my voice. They feel incomplete without me. Speak these truths until they take root, until they become second nature, until the mere thought of being unwanted feels like a forgotten dream. You do not need to analyze how it will happen. That is not your task. Your only task is to occupy the state, to dwell in the feeling, to live as if it were already done. And in that living, you shift the entire universe. You awaken their love, you awaken their longing, and in the quiet hours when they are alone, they will feel you beside them. They will feel your energy enveloping them like a blanket. They will feel your energy enveloping them like a blanket. They will hear your words in their soul and know, I need them. I want only them. You are not waiting. You are preparing. You are aligning. You are anchoring the future in the present. And the more you return to this telepathic conversation, the more familiar it becomes to both of you, until one day, without fanfare or effort, they speak it aloud. You're the one. I don't want anyone else. I can't imagine my life without you, and you will not. Not because you are surprised, but because you have always known. And now, with the certainty of creation vibrating through every cell of your being, you walk through the world not as one seeking, but as one knowing. You walk as the answer, not the question. You move as the magnet, not the chaser. You become the embodiment of everything they are unconsciously longing for, because you have infused your being with the assumption of being their one desire. And this assumption is no longer a fragile idea. It is your identity. Let this identity consume you, not in ego, but in truth. Let it become the lens through which you see all things. When you speak, speak as one who is loved. When you move, move as one who is chosen. When you breathe, breathe as one who knows they are the center of someone else's universe, not because you need to be, but because you already are. This is the paradox of desire. When you no longer seek to be wanted, you become irresistible. When you no longer grasp, you draw them in with a gravitational force stronger than logic or circumstance. You must understand that the mind you speak to when you imagine them is the same mind that animates their being. The same stream of consciousness flows through you and through them. So when you speak inwardly, when you direct your attention and your emotion to that secret conversation, you are not speaking into a void. You are speaking into the very fabric of their awareness. They hear you not as words, but as inner impulses. They feel you, not as memory, but as magnetic presence. And what begins as a quiet whisper soon becomes a chorus in their mind until they can no longer ignore the pull. This is the sacred art of becoming their priority, not by changing them, but by changing yourself. Not by demanding, but by assuming. Not by waiting for them to recognize your worth, but by knowing your worth so deeply that their recognition becomes inevitable. You are no longer seeking their attention. You are the source of the attraction. You are the flame they cannot resist. Speak to them now, even if only within. Say to them, you are drawn to me even when you try to resist. You think of me when you least expect it. My presence lingers in your mind and heart. You crave my energy. You need my touch. You want only me. Feel the truth of it, not as something you hope will be true, but as something already unfolding. See the scenes in your imagination that confirm this truth. Feel the emotions of those scenes. Let them become more real than your current circumstances. Oh, and as you do this, something incredible begins to occur. The outer world bends. People begin to treat you differently. You notice signs, subtle at first, then undeniable. A song plays that reminds you of them. Their name appears on your screen. You feel a sudden wave of peace, as if you've just received their love on a deeper level. These are not coincidences. They are the ripples of your inner work echoing back. You may even feel their energy reaching out to you in return, because they too are dreaming of you. They too are wondering why you are always on their mind. They too are being drawn by the silent power of your assumption, and even if they do not fully understand it, they feel it. They feel you. So deepen the conversation. Make it rich, make it emotional, make it real. Don't just hear their voice, feel their breath on your skin. Don't just see them looking at you, see the hunger in their eyes, the awe, the surrender. Don't just imagine a message. Imagine the trembling of their fingers as they type it, the way they stare at the screen before hitting send, the way their heart races when they think of you. Make it so vivid that your subconscious accepts it without resistance. And once your subconscious accepts it, the outer world follows like a faithful servant. It must. It cannot argue. The outer world does not create, it reflects. And you, the dreamer, are the only true creator. Understand this, and you become free. Free from the torment of waiting. Free from the illusion of lack. Free from the dependency on others to validate your worth. You are the source of everything. And because you are the source, you are never without. You are never apart. You are never unloved. You are the beloved, and now you live from that truth. You no longer react to what is because what is was created by past belief. You respond only to what is being created now by your new assumption. If they seemed distant before, that was the echo of an old story. You've turned the page. You've written a new chapter. And in this chapter, they adore you. They prioritize you. They cannot stop thinking about you. Let that truth guide your every step. Let it lift your spirit. Let it pull you out of old patterns. You do not chase. You do not beg. You do not wonder. You know. And that knowing makes you magnetic beyond measure. And it will show. People will notice. You will begin to walk differently, speak differently, carry yourself with an energy that can only come from someone who is fully aligned with their worth. And your specific person will feel that shift. They may not understand why they are suddenly thinking about you more, dreaming of you more, remembering your laughter, your scent, your gaze, but they'll feel it deeply and unshakably. And when they reach out, and they will, you will respond from love, not lack, from fullness, not need, from knowing, not hoping, because you've already received the relationship in consciousness. You've already lived the scene. You've already felt the fulfillment. And so this is the secret. You don't wait for it to happen. You make it happen inside and the world catches up. Your only job is to dwell in the feeling of being the one. That's it. It is not your task to convince, to control, to manipulate. Your only task is to persist in the assumption that they want only you, that you are the center of their universe, that your love is a gift they are eager to receive. Feel how good it feels to be chosen, to be wanted, to be chased. Let it fill your heart, your breath, your imagination. Let it become so natural that you forget the old story ever existed. And when you do, they will arrive. Not as a stranger, not as a surprise, but as the perfect mirror of the love you've already claimed. Every night speak to them, not with desperation, but with certainty. As you drift asleep, whisper within, "You're mine, you know it, you feel it. I am your priority. You love only me. You need only me. You want only me." Let those words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Let them sink deep into your subconscious. Let them shape your dreams and your days. This is not fantasy. This is reality forming. And soon you will see them act in ways that confirm everything you've felt. They will text you at the perfect moment. They will say the words you've repeated in silence. They will show up again and again because the pull is too strong to resist. You did not make them love you. You simply return to the truth that they always have. And now the whole world aligns with that truth. And as you deepen into this state of knowing, something profound awakens within you. Not just the desire to be wanted, but the remembrance that you have always been wanted. Not by accident, not by luck, but because your very essence is magnetic. You were born with this radiance, this divine pull. Somewhere along the way, it may have been buried beneath fear, doubt, or conditioning. But now you remember. You remember that love is not earned, it is allowed. You remember that connection is not force, it is recognized. And in this recognition, you become the flame that calls their name through the ether, without effort, without noise, without visible action, just the sheer power of your assumption, felt so deeply that it becomes the rhythm of your breath, the beat of your heart, the pulse of your very being. Let the inner conversation continue, even as the world appears unchanged. For a time, it may seem as if nothing is happening, but within, the tectonic plates of reality are shifting. The seeds you've planted are pushing through the soil. They are growing roots before they bloom. And just as a flower does not bloom by screaming at the sun, you do not manifest by straining, you manifest by being, by assuming, by knowing. If there is a silence between you and them right now, it is not empty. It is filled with your voice, with your presence, with the echoes of all the telepathic messages you've spoken in the quiet. They feel it. They may not admit it, they may not understand it, but they feel it. They may wake up thinking about you, remembering your smile, sensing your energy around them like a warm wind. They may hear your name and feel something stir. They may try to distract themselves, but you are there, in their mind, in their emotions, in their dreams. This is not fantasy. This is how reality works when you realize that everything is consciousness and consciousness is one. There is no separation. What you think of them with feeling they feel, what you assume about them they become. So assume the highest. Assume the most loving. Assume that they are utterly captivated by you and you alone. And you will see this unfold not because you hoped it would, but because you made it so. Let your telepathic conversation take on new depth now. Let it be more than words. Let it be energy. Let it be frequency. Every time you feel their presence in your heart, speak to them as if they were already there. Don't ask, declare. Don't plead, affirm. You are not hoping. You are embodying. You are stepping into the role of the one who is already loved. Say to them now, inside your mind, you are mine, you feel me everywhere, you think about me all the time. I live in your heart, you crave my presence, you want only me, you need only me. And as you say these words, feel them vibrate through you. Don't just think them, feel them. Feel the electric certainty of your words igniting something within you. Let your whole body be the instrument of this assumption. Let it sing with the song of being desired. Do not ask when it will happen. That question belongs to the mind that doubts. Instead, return to the feeling, the only time is now. And in this now, you are the one they cannot stop thinking about. You are the one they check their phone for. You are the one they dream of. You are the one they picture when they imagine their future. You are the one. And if in any moment the old thoughts return, those sneaky whispers of fear that ask, what if they don't want me? Gently return to your power. Smile even, because that doubt is only the shadow of the old self. Fading, it has no power here. You are not that anymore. You are not the one who waits. You are not the one who wonders. You are the one who knows. You are the one who commands the invisible with the authority of love. And love is the greatest force of all. Not the needy kind, not the conditional kind, but the kind that begins within, radiates outward, and draws all things back to it. You are that love. You are that force. You are that presence. So feel it now. Feel the moment they look at you and say, I don't know why, but I can't stay away from you. You're everything I want. I need you in my life. Feel the joy of that moment as if it's happening right now, and in truth it is. Because in the only place that matters, in consciousness, it is already done. You see, reality is not a linear path. It is a multidimensional sea of possibilities. And the moment you select one by assuming it, feeling it, and living from it, that version begins to crystallize around you. Others fade away. The version where they don't choose you dissolves. The version where they ghost you vanishes. The version where they love only you becomes solid, tangible, inevitable. You are shifting timelines with every thought, every feeling, every assumption. So do not dwell in the version of you that is rejected. That version is only real if you choose it. Instead, dwell in the version that is desired beyond words, loved beyond reason, prioritized above all else. And as you do, the universe begins to reflect it back to you in increasingly obvious ways. A memory resurfaces, a message arrives, a chance meeting occurs, you overhear something that feels like a sign, the outer world is catching up to your inner state. Let it. Don't interfere. Don't rush. Just dwell. Just feel. Just trust. If you've ever wondered why your desire for this person is so strong, know this: it is not random. It is not foolish. It is a call from your higher self reminding you of what is possible, a breadcrumb from the future, leading you back to your power. That longing is sacred. It is the compass that points to your ability to create. It is not meant to torture you. It is meant to awaken you. And now you are awake. Now you remember. Now you claim your place, not at their feet, but beside them, not begging for attention, but basking in it, not wondering if they care, but knowing they do, because you have decided. And in this universe, the one who decides with conviction and emotion shapes all things. You are shaping them now. Their thoughts, their feelings, their actions, not through manipulation, but through resonance. You have tuned your frequency to being the beloved, and now they are tuning to you, whether they realize it or not. They are remembering what you already know. You belong together. So let the telepathic dialogue continue, without ceasing, without hesitation. Let it be your default setting. Let it guide you through every hour. Let it awaken the version of you that is so magnetic, so full, so whole, that the